Hello and welcome to The Update. I'm Heidi Tiltons. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese is urging Israel to listen to the international community and agree to a ceasefire against Hezbollah. Australia has joined with the US, UK and other allies calling for a 21-day ceasefire amid fears of an escalation in the Middle East conflict. Mr Albanese says the federal government is already drawing up plans to get Aussies out of the region.
Australia supports the call by the United States and other like-minded countries for an immediate ceasefire in both Israel to Lebanon across those borders, as well as an immediate ceasefire in Gaza.
Meantime, Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky will sit down with Donald Trump tomorrow after holding talks with Kamala Harris and Joe Biden at the White House. The Republican presidential candidate says he just wants to see a resolution 3 years into the deadly conflict.
We need peace. We need to stop the death and destruction. Don't you think? Wouldn't that be nice? Huh?
Do you have a plan to meet Benjamin Netanyahu in person?
Well, we're going to meet a lot of people. Many of the leaders have been calling me, and they want to meet. So I guess they see the poll numbers.
Hurricane Helene has battered Florida after crossing the coast as a Category 4. The deadly storm has now been downgraded to a Category 1 as it moves into neighbouring Georgia. It's been described as one of the largest hurricanes to hit the Gulf in the last century. Aussie households are spending a staggering 20% of wages on their groceries. The findings are contained in an interim report by the consumer watchdog, marking the halfway point of a national inquiry. A parliamentary inquiry into last year's Optus outage is recommending new rules to improve the accountability of telcos. Millions of Aussies were affected when the provider went down for 12 hours in November. The probe wants telcos to be treated as providers of critical infrastructure. Treasurer Jim Chalmers has used his visit to China to push for the removal of trade restrictions on Australian lobsters. He says he's seeking a speedy resolution of the punishing sanctions. And new data has revealed a surprising new favourite overseas holiday destination for Aussie travellers, South Korea. As the country continues to grapple with cost of living pressures, a tourism survey's found most are set to remain close to home, with only 13% heading overseas. Sport and entertainment are next. In sport, the Swans and Lions have completed their final training sessions at the MCG. Brisbane don't consider themselves the underdogs heading into tomorrow's AFL Grand Final. Aussie Daniel Ricciardo's career in Formula One is over after officially being dropped by Red Bull. He's thanked fans for their support over the past 13 years and says he's looking forward to his next adventure. And Supercars veteran Tim Slade has announced he'll retire from racing at the end of the season. In entertainment news, and as she prepares to hit our screens in the new Joker movie, Lady Gaga has revealed the inspo for her new album Harlequin, which dropped today.
I've just been feeling so creative, really connected to music. Every time I play a character or create a character, it has an absolute influence on all aspects of my output.
Just a month after debuting the romance, Lana Del Rey has married her alligator tour guide boyfriend, the singer tying the knot on a Louisiana bayou in a tiny ceremony. And Costco has hit back at P. Diddy's lawyer after he said the rapper had bought 1,000 bottles of baby oil from the retailer because he likes buying in bulk. Costco says it doesn't even stock baby oil in any of its stores. And that's the latest from the Nova Podcast News team. We'll have another episode of The Update for you tomorrow.